many bands are you in now?
Only one now.
Gavin was talking to this guy at our last gig. He wanted us to play at some kind of house party or something.
The pain shot me right through the heart. Let me bleeding on the floor like I don't know where to stop.
Oh,
The other one, like, basically stopped, I guess.
oh.
Cause
Is that the country one?
no, the country one I left a while back.
For real?
That was like a year ago, yeah, bro.
Well, this is your year anniversary, so I'd
Yeah.
like to know what happened within this past year.
Yeah, I left that shit. That
What?
was
For real?
rough.
Oh,
I wrote music for them, and he had different plans, so
yeah.
just got out of that. And then me and the drummer went to a different band with Riley. They're all riled up, and she's super cool. But yeah, just difference. Again, it was just differences in where we wanted to go with the music.
Yeah.
And that's just what it becomes. It's like, nah, man.
Yeah.
But I think right now we're on a break technically, so we're not like
Broken up yet.
Yeah, the band's not gone, but like basically right now.
Yeah.
So I'm only really in Inoha, and that's like honestly my main focus, anyways. Because Inoha is dope as fuck.
And I'm trying.
Yeah, and I'm trying. But honestly, like even I'm trying to become like a side project. But it's like it's stuff that I'm gonna focus on when I feel like it. And I think that's the thing. Like I used to like make it like a monthly thing. Like every fucking month I'm gonna put out a song, whatever. And then eventually I was like, this is stressful as fuck. And so yeah, I did Elevate with King K, and I was like, that was like one of the last songs I put out before I moved out of my parents' house. And I think whenever we did our interview, I had been out. Fuck, when did we do that interview? November?
Yeah, year. It'll be a year in November.
Yeah. So, and because we did it on the day
November 4th. Yeah.
Yeah. Because shit was all live. So I'm like, I think I was out January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So 3 months. I'd been moved out of my parents' house.
Yeah.
That shit was wild, dude.
Yeah.
It's been a wild ride. Like since I moved out, and then moved from that place in with the same friend, but in a different place.
Yeah.
And then finally completely cut off that friend.
Oh wow.
And like remove them from my entire friend tree. And then
friend tree.
Friend tree.
Yeah.
And now moved in with my homie, the drummer that was in the country band and the all riled up band. Now I live with him. So
nice.
we all chilling.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I think it's crazy that I've like fucking moved 3 times in this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Literally it was the year in August. So that's wild.
Yeah.
It was wild to me. That's the most I've ever moved in my entire life. I've never moved out of like my parents' place. All my stuff has always been there. So then I moved out and I was like, oh shit, like I gotta do things, you know?
Like it's real now.
Yeah, it's real now.
Yeah.
It's real now. But yeah, Inoha's the priority now. Like that's what I got. And then the I'm Trying stuff is like fucking the whole reason I brought up Elevate. I did that song and I listen back to it nowadays and I'm like, I could have done so much better on that. King K fucking killed that. Like he killed that track. He carried it, honestly, because I did such a lackluster verse on there because I was so fucking out of it mentally. Like I was drained as fuck.
Yeah.
And I was just trying to put out a song in the month, you know? And like, I don't know, my mental was fucking horrible living in my parents' house. So I had to get that song out and it was great. I don't get me wrong, I still like it, but like, I feel like I could have done so much better.
Yeah. And
I realized like I released that and Cap and Gown and it just didn't feel right. I mean, I like those songs again, but it just didn't feel as good as my other ones.
Yeah.
And now I'm like trying to make new stuff. And now with the new EP, I'm so happy with that stuff. I took 6 months just to make Too Much. And then, or not even 6 months. That was like a year and a half almost for just Too Much. And then like all the other songs that came out in between Too Much and Man It Matters are like just songs I made the day of and then posted. Like,
oh really?
Just kind of threw them up there. I was like, whenever they come out, they come out.
Yeah.
But the rest, I'm like, I actually worked on, and I was like, I feel good about this.
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of crazy.
Yeah. How has your writing style changed in this past year?
In this past year, I have really just started writing about, well, Man of Matters is all just like depression. But
I know, I felt it.
yeah, right? Yeah, right? It starts out depression, but the end is like kind of where I'm at right now mentally. And I think that's what I've been trying to do is just kind of lay out my experience in my music to show everyone that, like, from beginning to end. Like, you can hear the first song I ever put out, and you can listen to the most recent song I put out, and you can hear the progression of my life in there. And that's kind of like, it's kind of a reminder to me too, like where I've come from and what I've done and what I've dealt with. So I kind of put all my problems and all my like problems and good things. I put some good things, but mainly problems into my music. And then I just like, you know, I can look back on it and reflect it, and like learn from those things by listening to my own music, which I don't listen to my own music often, but when I'm really down, that's when you hear me listening to the ImTrying playlist, you know, like that's when I'm listening to some of my music and I'm like reminding myself, you know, it's okay to feel this way. You're dealing with shit right now, but it's going to be better. And you're going to write a new song about this probably. So like that's literally my whole writing style now. It's just whenever I'm feeling it rather than trying to force a deadline on myself. Like, I can't do that anymore.
Yeah. You can't rush the process, I guess.
No, literally. There's no point in rushing it. And I mean, there's definitely artists I know that like release weekly even or like monthly, and I'm like, you know, tons of respect. And I don't think, you know, you need to spend a whole year making a song to make it good. But like, I feel like sometimes it can come across as like less special when you just release monthly. That's the other thing I found where I was like, I started releasing songs and then people were like, oh, I'll listen to it whenever you release 3 songs. You know, 3 months later, then I'll listen to all 3 of them. And it's like, that kind of sucks, you know, because it's just not special anymore. You're gonna release it on this same day every other month. There's no point. At that point, it's like your music is just there for them to not really appreciate as much as if you release one once a year or once every couple months. Then people are like, oh shit, I'm trying to release. Let's go check it out, you know. And it kind of just gives insight to where I'm at that point in my life, you know.
Tell me a little bit about like the process with putting together Mana Matters.
Mana Matters, yes. Mana Matters.
Mana Matters. Is it Mana or Mana?
Well, I
like
don't
manic
think
or like.
To be fair, I don't know if I ever say it right. I've always said Mana Matters.
It's your album, your EP.
I know. I say Mana Matters, but I know people that say Mana because that's like the D&D term or like the Wizard 101, like, which is what I based it on.
Mana,
Fucking it's Mana because it's like the potion thing. I would say Mana. I don't give a shit.
I feel like it could go either way depending on how you take that.
Yeah, no, it literally doesn't matter. But like I think people say that word Mana and Mana like interchangeably, so I'm not worried about it. People can flame me later about it. I'm like I'm not worried about it. But yeah, I go by say Mana Matters because I've always whenever I used to be a wee child, even though I'm not. I mean, I'm fucking barely turning 20 next month. So, but probably by the time this releases, I'll be 10 days away from turning 20.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's pretty cool. So I'm like still a kid, I guess. I don't fucking know. But I've been living more life than a lot of my friends right now. I think it's insane. But creating Mana Matters. Sorry, I'm off track.
It's okay. This happened this last year too.
Yeah, I know, dude. I'll go off on tangents, man. I'll talk forever. Mana Matters was a giant clusterfuck of music that I had a bunch of beats from DJ Puppycat Cake. They're super cool. I never like got to really talk to them. One day I hope they will talk to me because I love their music so much. And anyways, they produce for like a bunch of really good artists that I listen to, like Robin's Ghost, fucking It's Disbelief, Mondo the Alien. All just like they're people from like Austin and just different areas around the country, but I'm pretty sure Cake's from Austin or so. I don't know, but they're cool as fuck. And they released a beat tape like over a year ago now, which y'all should totally check out. DJ Puppycat on Bandcamp. That's where you can get it. And I got that beat tape, and whenever they put it out originally, they had said, hey, if y'all want to make songs to this, go ahead. You can use these beats to make music.
Yeah.
Do it. And I was like, dope, cool, I'm going to do that. And I wrote Mana Matters, which is the title track, and I wrote another song called Circular Insanity, which I'm pretty sure I let you listen to too at one point. But I completely scrapped that track. But it's one of the beats off of there.
Was it that one you went really hard on?
Yeah, I like.
Can you release that one?
No, no, because maybe one day. I probably will like just throw it out there one day.
Yeah.
But it's like that song, like, I don't know. I never felt like it was finished. And every time I listened to it, I was like, it's not done.
Yeah.
And it's like fully like all the time seconds that are filled in with lyrics. But yeah, one day I'll probably release it. But Man of Matters ended up staying, and I like rewrote parts of that here and there, but it never felt fully right. And then I went through my moving out and all that, and it was kind of like a huge change in my life. So I was like dealing with all the emotions attached to that, plus dealing with this feeling like I need to be going somewhere, or I need to be doing something, and I wasn't.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't going to college, I wasn't working a consistent job. Hell, I was fucking doing elf acres. You know, that's like that was my only source of income. I didn't have a car. I was fucking dead broke, and I was like, yeah, I need to be doing something with my life. And I was applying to every place around me, and no one was fucking accepting. Still the case, by the way, because, you know, I'm cursed or something. But I've applied like every business possible. Well, maybe not everyone. I'll be honest. I've gotten more desperate over the months.
I get it.
But like, I was just in this horrible mental state, and just telling myself like I'm not worth anything, or I'm just stupid for not putting out music every month, because now I'm not doing anything. Why am I not putting out music? You know, you have so much time. Why aren't you doing this? And it's like that kind of thought process was just killing me. And I'm like sitting there writing songs for other people. So I was writing songs for like that country band, and then I was writing music just for myself, but I never felt confident with any of them because I just wasn't feeling it. I was forcing myself to write over and over again, and just like draining my creativity. So I'd have like that little speck of creativity, and I'd be like, okay, let's write a whole song, you know? It's not how it works, you know? It's not gonna be good. And basically after months of dealing with all that, I finally moved out of a trailer I was living in with my ex-friend.
Yeah.
And it was so fucking relief. It was such a relief. I got out and I moved in with my friend Jack. He's a fucking saint. I love that guy to the ends of the earth. That man has literally saved my life. And I, like, the first day of getting there, I was like, I gotta finish something. I gotta put out something. And I had recently had success with Too Much, which had gone out while I was in the trailer. And I was like, it made me feel more confident in myself. And Too Much, luckily, I had DKJ on that, and he's like a super good producer. Now he's like fucking multi-million. Dude, I think he literally fucking produced a track on, some fucking awesome rappers thing. Fucking hell. Dude, I gotta check now.
Yeah.
Because, dude, I saw him post about it, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I have a beat from this guy, you know? The beat that I used for Cap and Gown, Aces, ended up going viral on its own. And I posted this song with Aces in the, like, as the beat before he posted it on Spotify solo. So technically, I'm the first one to ever upload that beat, and I think that's super cool. But that beat on its own, like by itself, has like 16 mil streams on Spotify. I'm so lucky to be able to work with that dude.
Yeah.
Whenever he was like, no streams, no songs out, and he put out that shit, and it was such a banger. And then I got another beat from him. Whenever I first bought Aces, I bought 3 beats, so I still have one more in the chamber. But the second one I had bought was the beat for Too Much. And whenever that came out, it gave me new confidence because I saw the streams going up on it. And I was so fucking focused on numbers at the time.
Yeah.
So seeing that go up was like, okay, I need to put something out and I need to make it like right. So whenever I finally moved out and I got to Jack's, that first night, I was like, okay, I'm gonna work on this. And I fucking wrote all of Mana Matters.
Oh,
I was
wow.
like, in that one night, I like wrote But If, I wrote Take It All. I started on Take It All. I didn't fully finish it that night, but I basically had like the bones of it. And eventually I found Beats by Al, who I met on Discord randomly. Like he was like looking for rappers to collab with. And I was like, fuck yeah, bro, you have cool shit. And he liked Tribe Called Quest. So I was like, I trust this guy with my life already.
Yeah.
Because I'm a huge fucking Tribe fan.
Yeah.
And he had some of the coolest little beats, and Take It All is his beat. So I was like, fuck yeah, let's write, let's do this shit. And he was like, you know, we'll release a song and we'll test the waters, but we ended up just releasing it on the EP, and he has 2 of the beats on the EP, Built Wrong and Take It All.
Yeah.
He's fucking dope, dude. I love his beats so much. But I was able to do that all in that night. And then I just kept on editing it and sending it over to him and being like, you think this is cool? You good with this? I know it's your beat on this, so I want to make sure it's like a good show. And he was cool with it. And we got it all done. And I uploaded it like a month in advance. I already had it fully done. And I got it all out. I was super proud of it.
Yeah.
I was just super proud of it.
Yeah.
Like even now I listen to those songs, and like that was like the first music from me that I've been able to listen to and not like hate myself.
Wow.
So I was like really proud of that.
Aww.
And I still am. I'm
Yeah.
super proud of that EP.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do 3 songs of it tonight at Honey Batter
Yes.
2.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's the story of Mana Matters basically.
Well, speaking of performing, this will be ImTrying's like first in a long time.
Yeah,
When was the last time?
The last time ImTrying did a solo performance was November of last year.
Wow.
I think November.
Yeah.
Because I went to Houston with Shady Village and with my partner at the time. And we fucking went over to Houston, just had 2 days over there.
Yeah.
And I did the little show in a coffee shop in Houston.
Oh.
And that was like the last show I ever did.
Wow.
It wasn't really planned to be like that. I wanted to do more solo shows and whatever, but I just didn't have the energy to like perform anymore. And plus, honestly, I just wasn't confident in myself. I wasn't confident in the music I was playing or that I had. And now the music I have, like the set list I have is like songs I really, really love that I've written. So I'm super excited about that. Now I have like music that I can do and feel better about myself on stage.
Yeah.
But I think that's really it. Like, that's why it's so crazy. Like, I'm coming back to it, and hopefully I can do more solo shows.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna be super possible because a lot of the venues aren't really too kind to under 21, you know. But I'll get there.
Yeah.
And that's why I've just been kind of focusing the Inoha stuff too, just because I can't really perform it other than with a band or with other people.
Yeah.
But Thirsty Camel is super cool, so I'm glad they're letting me perform out there, and I'm glad B invited me, and it's gonna be a super sick event. So I'm super excited to come back to stage and just perform something.
What would you say is your biggest struggle right now with you and your music? Is it you? I know I don't want to say it like that. Like, but like, you know what I mean?
I mean, basically, I think my biggest struggle is, well, I'd say biggest struggle is finding a consistent producer, finding someone that consistently makes the vibe I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Because I used to make a lot of my beats like all on my own, and that's super fun. I love making my own beats. There's still songs that I've fully produced that are in the vault right now, but it takes so long, and it takes so long to like get it right because I'm a perfectionist.
Yeah.
So it's so much easier to just go to a really good producer that I know can make vibes like DKJ or Beats by Al go to them and be like, hey, I want this beat, and then just make a song to that.
Yeah.
You know, that's a lot easier for me, and it just makes the process better because I feel like I'm having a higher quality thing put out, and I'm not like waiting so long to put out something that I really want to say.
Yeah.
There's songs that I have in the vault that I'm like, I really want to talk about this, but I can't because I don't have a good enough beat or I don't have a good enough sound yet.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a struggle with that.
Yeah.
But then the other thing is just, you know, finding things to talk about. And now that I've lived more life in this past year, I feel like I have a lot more things to say.
Okay.
So that made Man of Matters a lot easier to write about, or write, because I was like,
writing about experience.
yeah, I had experience now, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's like for every artist, like, if you don't have experiences to talk about, what are you talking about? You know, like there's no point. I feel like if you're not telling a story in your music, then there's no point in writing it. I mean, there's definitely those songs where you're just like, you know, having fun, whatever, but you can't do that all the time. You know, you got to talk about something. You can't just be materialistic the entire time. It's not my vibe, at least.
Yeah.
But
makes sense. I didn't mean it like that.
No,
It's just like
dude.
almost like
But yeah, no, it's a problem with me. I know.
It's you.
I gotta.
You're the issue.
I'm definitely the issue. No, I get it. Like, no, but like, it really is an internal battle.
Yeah.
Like, that's what stops me from making music at the time. So.
I know, because you would send me like really cool like music, and I'm just like, dude, why isn't this out? And you're just like, I don't like it. And I'm just like, but it's good.
It's so rough, dude.
Yeah.
And there's like I have I've said this before about music, and then it didn't come out, but this one I'm gonna hold myself accountable on.
Mm-hmm.
I want to try and put out an album with a lot of artists from San Antonio.
Oh yeah.
Just artists that have helped me throughout the year, this past year, and just years before.
Yeah.
I want to put out a big album, and I want to call it. Well, actually, I probably shouldn't say the name yet, but I want to put out an album, and I already have a feature from a super cool guy named Mike Brunch. So I fucking love Mike Brunch. So. I already have one of those songs like already pretty much done.
Nice.
So
I love that.
I'm really excited about that shit.
Yeah.
And that's with Beats by Al. Beats by Al is making a lot of the beats for the album too, because I've like really clicked with that dude. Yeah. And he has a bunch of really good music. Yeah. So if you're looking for beats, you know, Beats by Al at Beats by Al. I think it's literally that's his Instagram now. He had it like something crazy before, and now he switched it because he was like, I should probably make it easier for people to find. But yeah, no, I'm super excited about that.
That's gonna be super exciting.
Yes, dude. Yeah. And I gotta get a B feature.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Wow, that's gonna be super exciting.
Dude, yeah.
That's gonna be super exciting.
I'm really fucking hyped for that.
We need the ImTrying collabs.
Yeah, and that's the main thing. Like, there's a lot of people in San Antonio that I really fuck with. And I want to get them on this album because they've inspired me in this past year, or they have like made me want to make better music, or made me want to make vibes like them. Yeah. You know, so they're all just, everyone that's gonna be on that album is people that I like immensely respect. Yeah. And that doesn't mean if you're not on the album I don't respect you, but they're people that I fucking really like have been here for a while and been around me for a while. I really fuck with their stuff, so I'm excited. And then maybe I can do a second part where I get more artists from San Antonio, and just in general more people around the world. I want to get more people that I've worked with from fucking like different countries. There's a guy named Sailor George that I made a song with at the start of this year, and he's from a different country. I'm not gonna say the wrong one, because I'll get in trouble.
He said he's from
a different country.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's super chill, and he makes beautiful fucking like orchestrated pieces.
Oh fuck.
And I'm like, dude, we have to make another song together. Yeah. Because One Favor is like such a short song, but it's like one of those songs that I've heard from my friends that they're like, this is my favorite song from you, and it's 1:30. You know, it's a minute and 30 seconds. Yeah. Like, what the fuck, dude? You know? Yeah. And I'm like, my bad, bestie. Like, I can't really change that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I definitely I've noticed that some like short songs, like I'm just like, I gotta replay it.
Yeah, no,
I gotta
literally.
replay it. Like you know what I mean. So I mean, there are benefits to having short songs, but also it does
Suck.
want we want more. Like like give me more. I need a 5-minute song.
Right? I have song like I had one song that where it was like a slash song where it's like two songs combined into one, and it was like a 6 or 7 minute piece, and I was so proud of it whenever I first wrote it, and then I woke up the next day, I was like high as balls whenever I wrote it. So I woke up the next day and I see that, or I listen to it, and I'm like, it's all right.
Aww.
And then I didn't want it anymore.
Yeah.
And that's just in the vault.
Yeah.
In the vault.
Yeah.
Everything's in the vault. It's never coming out. And it's just, I just hold myself to such a quality.
Yeah.
So if it's not better than the last, I get really depressed. So I'm like, I gotta make it better. Or I have to make it at least equal.
Yeah.
To the other ones. And that's where Man of Matters, like, I'm so happy with how it came out because I feel like it's at least equal to Too Much.
Mm-hmm.
Too Much is
dude,
like a super,
yeah.
I spent so long on mixing that song to try and get it right, and I think I mixed it pretty well. So
yeah. Can we expect any like more merch or unique merch? Because remember we had to give away the last time the sodas. Yeah.
Oh my god, I wish I had anything planned, but I do not. Unfortunately, like a lot of my like merch and stuff, I'm not really worried about because I'm not doing shows enough. Mm-hmm. But if I start playing shows more consistently and stuff, I think I might start bringing back the sodas, if anything. I love the soda thing. Really cool. The soda thing is like, it's such a little trademark of mine. Oh, I tapped it. It's such a little trademark of mine. Like now, I swear, like more people know about me selling sodas than like some of my music. It's kind of funny. Like a lot of the kids from school, like, oh, you're the soda dude. And I was like, bro, please.
Trying though.
It's the music. That's what the sodas were for. But maybe one day. I hope I can bring sodas back. Yeah. Because I really liked making the sodas. And that company that was making them, like, made them slightly cheaper. So maybe I can get more.
Yeah. That was really unique. I look at it every day because it's like on my my bookshelf.
Fuck yeah.
And I'm just like, this is so cool.
My friend has a little shelf above his computer, and he has the purple one that I had, the grape soda, and then the black cherry. Yeah. And he has both of them, and they're just above his computer. And I'm like, dude, if there's an earthquake or something, your computer's fucked. It's over. But no, yeah, it's super cool. I love seeing that. It's like a memorabilia of the past. I still have 8 sodas. Like
of the black cherry or the original one?
Of the black cherry. Yeah, no, the grape ones are gone. Those are long.
Like that's a rare commodity.
Yeah.
I want to get my hands on.
Dude, yeah, no, like really, there's probably because I only made one batch of the grape. So that was only 48 or 28 or 24. I don't remember how many I made.
48 or 24.
It's one or the other. I think it was 24. I think it was just 24 of the grape, and then I made like 128 of the black cherry. Yeah. So I only have 8 left. So I think I did pretty good.
That's gonna go like on eBay when you're super famous, like for like.
I hope so. The black cherry ones like are super cool, but then the grape ones, that's like literally like shiny Pokemon type shit, dude. Yeah. So I hope it works out like that. That would be so cool. And that's like the main reason I wanted to sell it. Like whenever I was selling it at my school, the teachers were like, "Oh, well, you can't be selling like foods or drinks," and I was like, "No, it's a collectible item, It's like this is a once in a lifetime thing. It's not. You're not supposed to drink it. It's supposed to be like that Coke bottle from the '70s that you leave on your shelf. You know? Yeah. That's what it is."
I did drink it though.
Oh, 100%.
I had to try it.
I bought 2 from myself. Yeah. Like I put it in a separate account, and I was like, "All right, I got 2 sodas, and I drank one, and I kept the other one fully closed, and it's just in my closet." Yeah. Still have 8 of those, and I doubt I'm gonna sell them now because, I mean, it's not like it can expire. It's fucking soda, but I don't think anyone cares to buy a soda from a year or 2 ago now.
Yeah.
I think it's 2 years now or no, 1 year because 1 or 2 years. God, it's been so long. It has been way too long, dude. The months have mixed together.
I get it.
Especially since I moved out. Like this whole year has just melded into one big month that I lived through.
I get it.
But
No, Fida was saying, actually in her SAS that in this past year it felt like there were 4,
yeah,
and I was like, I understand that so well.
yeah,
Because it has felt like I've gone through so much, so many different like sequences in my life in one year.
exactly. Yeah, no, like I have never felt a year pass in such a divided sense. Like I was so used to just, this year of school done, and it was one big change, going to the next grade, going to the next group of friends or whatever.
Yeah.
One big change. Now I went through like 3, 4, 5 huge changes in 1 year, and I'm like, damn, I don't think I'm not gonna be back at that. I'm never gonna be able to go back to that kind of phase, and I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
I'm happy with the amount of changes that I've done in this year.
Yeah, it's growth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it.
Apart from I'm trying to get that back on the roll. I know like you've been doing a lot of like touring with Inoha.
Yes.
And that's
Inoha's,
really cool to see.
dude, Inoha is like my fucking love. I love Inoha so much.
I love Inoha.
Thank you. It is such a passion project. Like, I think it's ridiculous. And we just hit our 1 year.
Yeah.
Because this is being recorded on the 19th.
Mm-hmm.
And yesterday was Inoha's 1 year. So we just have been together for 1 year.
Oh.
And like going through a whole year with these guys is so cool. I love each and every one of them, even though I fuck with Gavin all the time. I love that dude. We're just all passionate musicians, and we all have like the same want for music. Like we all want to do more with music.
Yeah.
We want to be able to live off of it. I mean, Keanu already does it. Fucking fuck that guy, But we want to do it too.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, Keanu's always told us since we first got into the band, he was like, I want to make this bigger than my solo music ever was.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that is the goal.
Yeah.
And I think that's a fucking awesome goal.
Yeah.
Like, just to constantly push towards. And it's something we have, like, whenever we released our EP, we were like, okay, how can we do this next release better and better? And we're just constantly improving our writing. Me and Keanu and Ricky are always writing stuff. Gavin's even writing his own stuff to bring to us. Like we all add a part to the band, and like all of us do our own unique thing. Ricky's a fucking nerd.
Ricky.
Yeah, he's fucking Ricky, dude. Literally, yeah, at the show is fucking Ricky. And dude, he's so smart. He's like actually a genius. Because he's musically trained, like classically. And he goes to Trinity. So he's smart. He's like gone through music theory classes, and he's told me like how the class gets smaller every year.
Yeah.
And like
it's hard.
Yeah, he's in like a small class with like I think he's like music theory 4 or 5 or some shit. Or I don't even think he's in music theory. Like I think he's done with it and he's on to the next part of that. Like I didn't even know there was more than that.
It's difficult. It's what's kicking my ass in my classes.
Oh my gosh, yeah. If you ever need help with homework, I highly suggest talking to Ricky. He's fucking genius. And like he helps us, like we'll play something, we'll write something, and we don't know what the fuck we're talking about. We'll just be like, yeah, I think it's this, and we play this, and this is the shape.
This is the shape.
Yeah. And we like, okay, that, and we'll play the whole song, right? And then Ricky will listen to it and be like, I think you could do this here, and it would add like a little taste in it.
Yeah.
Like he's good at that kind of shit, and just like figuring out extra chords, or like he'll figure out new things to do that we haven't done before in a song. And that's the thing, we try and keep it interesting. Like we don't want to do the same music forever.
Yeah.
And that's what I am with ImTrying too, where I'm not making the same vibe every single time. I want to make something different every single time.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that I found a band that feels the same way too.
Yeah.
And we may or may not have an album next year. So hopefully next year, some cool shit's coming out.
Yeah.
But we've been like going to Austin to record and shit. It's so fun. It is
cool.
so fucking fun. And we're gonna go in November to record 4 songs in like 4 days. So
wow.
we're gonna be working.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. and we have such good music. The music that we have coming out is like so much better than the first stuff, and I think that's crazy to say because I was saying that about the first stuff we wrote. I'm like, every single time we write something new, it's like this is crazy. Like I'm so excited for some of the new stuff we got coming out.
Yeah.
But
I'm curious, who do y'all work for y'all's like art design or like your
like
those cute little, what are those?
Oh, the chibies? Yeah. Fucking Keanu found that person on Fiverr. I don't know. The Fiverr, like if you go to whenever we release the art for Bullet Boy, it's under there. Like it says the Fiverr link.
Okay.
The chibis are super cute.
Those are adorable.
Yeah, no, literally. I wanted to get stickers of individual ones or like all of us together in something, but the guys were like, no, that's stupid, dude. No.
Exactly. That's why it would sell.
Exactly. Dude.
I love stickers.
I love stickers.
I will buy like 2 or 3 sets of each. Like
yeah, like we gotta get giant Inoha bumper stickers.
Dude.
That's the goal. Like I wanna have people asking us for like weird merch. I want them to ask us for like a frying pan from Inoha.
Frying.
I want them to be like requesting that shit, being like, I really want my frying pan Inoha color. You know, like cool, sure, we'll do that. You know, but no, yeah, Inoha is awesome, and that's like my main project. As much as ImTrying is never going away. Trust me on that. That is never stopping. But I'm just not gonna focus on releasing like crazy. I mean, obviously I have an album planned for it. I have singles that I probably will release, maybe, may or not. I don't know. It really depends on how I'm feeling. But like, if I release them, I release them. If I don't, I don't.
Yeah.
It's not a crazy, like, not that it's not priority, I guess. It's just not the thing I'm focused on the most. And I don't want to, because if I do, then it makes it less fun for me.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel right whenever I do something like that and I force myself like, hey, I need to put out this single.
Yeah. How's promoting go? How does that go for you? Has it changed?
I've definitely, like, for Man That Matters, I wanted to put out a lot more promotion. That's why I came here.
Yeah.
And I did some videos. I want to do more. Yeah. But I'm super not photogenic.
But you are, though. Those photos came out great.
They came out great, but that's because my camera person is awesome and it's my partner. Yeah. So they're super awesome. Yes. So, like, they know how to do that stuff. That's not me. Yeah. So,
but it is you, though.
It is me.
But it is you. Look at that luscious hair. It's you.
Oh, yeah, right? No, it's. I gotta get better at it. I want to do more promo stuff. I've been doing like the promo for like Inoha stuff recently on the reels.
Those are fun.
Yeah, I love making silly reels.
I love watching those.
But it's like it's such a mass thing that you have to do with the algorithm nowadays. You have to like post one every day and shit. Yeah. It's like that's a lot of work, and that's a lot of it's a full-time thing, and I don't mind doing the work for like Inoha and stuff, but for my solo stuff, it's like a secondary thought. It's like if I put it out, I put it out. I mean, I tried pushing Man That Matters a little bit more, and I still got like 4 or 5 reels that I can probably post. I'm basically just trying to do reels and stuff more. Mm-hmm. I want to do more video promotion. Yeah. I want to make like music videos again. I know I have music videos for my old stuff, and that was super fun, but it's so much work to make a music video too.
Is it like,
and especially by myself,
concept, or
not
because like it's
it's just a lot of filming and a lot of like extra stuff, and it's like I can make a music video, right, and I can make like 30 TikToks out of it, right, 30 reels, whatever, right.
Yeah.
But in the end, is that something I want to put all my time into whenever I could make another song, or whenever I could focus on an Inoha show or an Inoha song? Yeah. And that's really where it becomes like, do I want to put all my energy into making this masterpiece? Because I'm going to put my whole ass into that shit, you know? Yeah. I'm going to make sure it is perfect in every way, shape, or form to my quality, you know? Mm-hmm. So if I'm going to do that, I have to know, like, I'm putting all of that into that, and I might not be able to put all into everything else that I'm doing at the same time, or that same day. Yeah. And I think that's the thing where I just need to work with people. I need to find people that are like willing to do that with me. Well, okay, I might know some people.
Yeah, I was like, hello.
But it's like for that, like, I always feel bad because I'm like, I gotta pay y'all something, and I'm broke as shit. So
I'm broke as shit too. So I get it, but we'll make it through these struggling times, and
true.
eventually it'll pay off. You know what I mean?
I hope so. That is like my main wish, is just to make music and hopefully be able to make enough money off of it to where I can give back to the people that helped me get to where I'm at.
Yeah.
And that's the
just
whole.
like, you know, merch in the future.
Yeah, right.
So you can pay me merch.
Yeah, I'll give you free merch. Dude, that'd be sick. That'd be cool. I'll just 400 stickers.
They're all 400 different stickers?
No, 400
Just
of the
the
same
same
because
sticker?
they're $1 each, so $400.
I'll put it on my website and
Yeah,
sell
yeah.
them for $2.
Yeah.
$800.
Dude,
Profit.
profit. That's the business mindset right there.
I got it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
But no, yeah, man. If you ever want to take, like, because I think the best thing that I found which works best for me, especially since I'm such a procrastinator, and I'm the same way where I have to like put my all into one thing, can't like divvy it up, because then I'm like a mess.
Yeah.
Like if we were to like just spend one day a
Exactly.
month just fucking recording and preparing to release it for the next month type of thing.
That's honestly what I want to do. And two, like, I'll just set aside one day and just do all of that. That's what we did for the photo shoot. Like, we had that one day where came out here, recorded some videos, took some cool pictures. That was it. Yeah. And I was like, that was cool. I was cool with it. And now that it's a lot cooler, I'm actually even more
willing to go
outside. More willing to do that. Especially here. I love Pearsall.
This is cool.
An awesome part. Yeah. But it's what it is. I'll probably hit you up.
Yeah.
I do have some things that I really want to do, and like some videos I want to record. Yeah. I'm wearing the same stuff that I wore for that little video, just because I'm probably gonna wear it on stage too. And this is like the easiest thing where if I do sweat, it's not gonna.
It's not gonna show as much.
Yeah, it's fucking white, you know.
I'm really excited for your show tonight.
I am as well. I'm also super scared, but.
Yeah. You go on stage all the time.
Not like this. I'm putting my whole soul out there tonight.
Yeah.
I really want everyone there to like hear my story. You know? That's the main thing I care about. I really want them to hear me and like listen to the lyrics and understand what I'm talking about, because that's the main thing I want to do with my music is storytelling. Like, I want to tell people what's going on with me, and you know, if they're going through that same thing, maybe they can figure it out too through the same way I did. You know. Yeah. But that's the hope. That's the main thing I want everyone to get out of my music. I don't give a shit if it goes anywhere. I more care about Inoha going somewhere than my solo stuff, you know. Solo stuff goes off, cool, but Inoha, that's what I'm more worried about. Yeah. The solo stuff has always been just, I'm here to make music, to tell my story. Yeah. And if people can find something out of that, that's what I care about.
Yeah. Well, that's really exciting.
It is super exciting. I should have watched our old one.
Yeah.
I should have watched it and been like, I was playing with the cats. They were like crawling over us the entire time. Yeah. I love those. Dude, your cats are adorable. So.
Yeah, they're a nuisance. They knocked down the camera while I was recording Sietas.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's rough.
A nuisance.
Absolute angels. They can never do anything.
I mean, you're probably right.
Yeah.
I go home, I'm like, you guys are my baby.
Yeah. The trouble with being a good pet owner. You're a good pet owner.
Yeah, I'm a good pet owner.
That, at least, if you could take anything out of this, you're broke, but you're a good pet owner. You know?
That is true.
That's a much better title than broke and bad pet owner.
Right?
I know some people like that.
When things just kind of get really rough for you, like how do you work through that, just so that you can continue to do the stuff that you love?
Most of the time, if I'm really dealing with some shit, I will do the stuff I love. So like find things that make me happy, and that is music. So it kind of like works out. Like it never stops me, because nothing ever stops me from making music, because it makes me happy to make music. So if I'm constantly just making myself happy by doing music stuff, I never like have to wallow in it too long. Usually there's a gig coming up, or there's a song or there's a band practice. There's so many times where I've been like depressed as fuck, or like something happens, and then Inoha practice, let's go, you know. And it's like I'm back to it, and I'm back in it, and we'll write a song that night, and I'll be happy with my life again. And that's like And then sometimes I'll come back from like writing an Inoha song, then I'll come back to my computer and I'll be like, I'm gonna write an ImTrying song. Why not? You know, because I'll feel that inspiration of just like, I want to write, I want to talk. And I can fucking talk, obviously. You know.
How do you separate yourself between Inoha and ImTrying?
I think with Inoha, it's like a different part of my brain, dude. It's like it's like cut in half. Like my ImTrying stuff, I listen to Tribe, you know, fucking old school boom bap rap that I've been listening to since I was a kid, and then I mix in, you know, some of the more modern influences I have, like Mac and like Mac a huge fucking influence.
So like Mac and Mac.
Yeah, Mac. But like, you know, I mix all the mainstream that I've listened to. Definitely, there's some music that I've made. Like, there's been like some crazy shit where I've been like, you know, I really like this Yeet song. I'm gonna try and make it. You know, I'll be like, fuck, maybe I could try and make something like that. And I've experimented it, dude. My vault is full of shit like that, like crazy weird shit that I'll never release because I'm not confident enough in it. But like, it's just cool that I made it.
Yeah.
And this is the thing, like, I'll go home and I'll make music for fun, just straight up to have on my computer. It's not ever to release. It's just stuff that I liked making, and it was like a test. I got to test, can I make this? And I do that with Inoha too, where I'll be like, shit, let's make a funk song. Or let's make a really groovy song.
Yeah.
And Keanu will come in with like the craziest fucking riffs, and he'll just be like, oh, what about this? And then he'll play like the most beautiful thing you've ever heard in your life, and you're just like, oh, okay, let's write to that, you know? And we'll just start writing for like 3 or 4 hours at midnight. You know, it'll already be midnight. We just got Whataburger, and we'll just be like coming back and be like, all right, let's write something amazing.
Yeah.
There's a song in our vault for Inoha that I'm like, it's probably gonna, hopefully it'll get released one day, but we wrote it in that one night. It's so cool, and it's so different, and I was like, oh, we need to, or want this, but we can't put it out because it's not the same as everything else we're gonna put out first. So I'm like, we'll wait on it, but hopefully whenever it does come out, it's gonna be so cool, and I sing on that one, so I'm like, it's even more cool. I'm like, ooh, unique little sparkles.
Yeah.
And that's what's cool about Inoha too. I get to write for other artists. I mean, I already did ghostwriting forever, so writing for another artist isn't new to me.
Yeah.
So I'm just writing for Keanu to sing, you know? And Gavin writes. So Gavin writes his own parts on all the songs, and I write my own parts on my songs. So we all just get to put our own input, and whenever we have songs where it's me and Gavin singing or me and Keanu singing, it's so cool. Like, it's just so cool to be able to have all of us put our minds together and like make a cool song.
Yeah.
So I never have to like, it's a different part of my brain because it's a completely different style of writing that I've never had to do in my life. And that's what I love too.
Yeah.
Keeps it interesting. Again,
Yeah.
I can't get stagnant. I need something new.
Yeah.
And Inoha is always new and ever changing, so I love it.
I think that is something we did talk about in the last one, was when you were in several different bands.
Yeah.
It like kind of pushed your creativity in different ways and in different directions.
Exactly. And
kind of help you.
And it wasn't like stressful.
Yeah.
I mean, at sometimes, yeah. I mean, even now I still write for the musical, my friend Fabian that I work with. They're super cool, but it's like, it's a different part of my brain, and it's super cool because I get to put my creativity into that sometimes, put it into Inoha, put it into solo, and it's spread evenly. It's never like stressful to work on all of them because I always know I'm using a different part of my brain that I don't get to use on the other ones.
Yeah.
So it just keeps me worked, keeps my brain moving in different ways. It's a workout. It's a mental workout. Because I definitely don't work out like normal. So the mental workout works out. You know? It's good enough.
Yeah.
I know we got the show at 9, so I'm like.
Yes, we got the show at 9. We're still good. Dude, this camera is fucking great. It still looks like I can see you.
That's awesome.
Because I can't see you right now. Like, it's getting.
Oh, because you're blind.
Because I'm blind. I can see you. You're just like all dark and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the camera's picking up really well. We are losing daylight.
Yeah. I can't imagine like interviewing someone and having to talk about them because that's too much for me. I'd lose my mind. I'd be like, I don't know enough about you, and I'm gonna ask like weird questions. I'm gonna ask random ass questions.
Well, see, here's the thing. It's like,
I'm not gonna stay on topic. That's the problem.
it's only hard when someone doesn't have like a social media presence that I can't like base my questions off of. You know, a lot of things that I see on yours is mostly Inoha right now. So I don't want to keep asking you Inoha questions. Although I feel like I also should though, because that is a part of like your life.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to also kind of make this more of an I'm trying thing, you know, because you do
for
have
sure.
that show today, and
Yeah.
you know,
And one, I think the thing with I'm trying stuff is like, it is still me.
yeah.
And even on the Inoha song, like Fire in the Sun, my feature on the Inoha song.
Yeah, feature I'm trying.
So it's like, it's super cool because I get to have that separate entity
Yeah.
on the Inoha song.
Yeah.
And it's a separate person. It's super cool to be able to say like my I'm Trying has gotten good enough to feature on a super cool indie band that I also just so happen to be in. You know? But it's like, but I'm like in Inoha I'm the bass player, but in Fire in the Sun I'm the bass player separately and I'm the rapper on the verse. You know, I have a rap verse. So it's super cool.
I remember my question.
Oh, what was
Can you
it?
freestyle now?
Oh my god.
Is that a thing that you can do now?
Not confidently, because as much as I've practiced it and I've gotten like better at it, I've gotten significantly better at it since the first time. I'm never gonna be confident to do it on camera. I swear, like, well, maybe not never. Eventually, maybe another year. Maybe give me one more year. But I've been like practicing like so consistently. Like I'll go on like drives for like 40 minutes or so, right? And driving to whatever place I'm going to. And every time I'll just put on like one beat and I'll just try and freestyle over again. I've been trying to get better at it so fucking bad. But it's so hard because I'm so nervous and I'm so particular about the words I'm using and the story I'm trying to tell. So whenever I start freestyling, it's like I have to lose all. That's what Circular Insanity was. It was that one moment where I was in the pocket and I just fucking let loose. And I didn't care about what I was saying. I was just talking about stuff that was on my mind in the moment. And I think that's the problem. Where it's like, that was like a breaking point moment for me. So I just threw it out there. And now I haven't been able to do that for like a while. Like, and I haven't really like forced it to happen anymore either. Because I'm like worried if I try and force it, just like with the other music, it's not going to come out the way I want it.
Yeah.
But it's something I need to work on. I need to work on freestyle. Like I want to be good at off the top shit. But there's songs that I like have, or like there's verses and shit that I have in my head where I'm like, I might try the cypher tonight. I might.
Yeah.
It's something I really want to try because I know that they're doing the cypher tonight.
Yeah.
And I really want to fucking freestyle. I've been practicing and I'm like, fuck, I knew there was gonna be a freeze. I knew there was gonna be a cypher because they did it last time. And I was like, oh, I gotta be ready for it. But I don't know. It's a confidence thing. It's an anxiety thing. And I don't want to go up there and embarrass myself. But then again, I also don't mind embarrassing myself. I learn from it, you know?
Yeah.
But, oh, I'm so scared. Oh, I might do it, though. I might do it tonight.
Yeah.
I'll see.
You definitely should at least try.
Yeah.
It's in your name.
And that's exactly, dude. That everyone tells me that shit. Everyone uses that shit on me. Where it's like, you have to at least try. You're right.
That's a good logo or a slogan for a shirt. For I'm Trying shirt.
Yeah,
you have to at least try.
You gotta at least try.
Yeah.
I gotta make a song. One day I'm gonna make a song called I'm Trying, but it's.
I'm trying by I'm trying.
Yeah, I'm trying by I'm trying. Literally, I gotta do it one day. I've told my friends, like, whenever I first started, I was like, I'm gonna make an album and it's gonna be called I'm Trying. That's it, you know? But it's probably never gonna. Like, because I'm like, it's so cheesy. I don't know. I just think it's so cheesy. But at the same time, I love the concept of I'm Trying has always stayed the same. That I'm trying to be better every single day.
Yeah.
It's always stayed the same, and that's never gonna change. So, I'm hoping one day I can make a song about that. And a song that I feel gives that message off and shows more. But I think I need to experience more to be able to do that. I think I need to level up, you know. I gotta go through more years. I gotta go through more
To
stuff.
evolve.
I gotta get shot again. I gotta go through more stuff. You know?
Yeah.
I gotta go through and experience more things through life, and I think hopefully that'll give me the confidence to be able to talk about this mentality that I've had for so long.
Yeah.
Because as much as I've had it, as long as I've had it since I started the ImTrying music stuff, I've never felt fully confident in making a song about it because it's such an important topic to me.
Yeah.
And I think I just need more time for it. One day it'll happen.
Yeah. Are you doing any like other stuff to go out and experience like the world, or?
Every Monday and Sunday, I have my girlfriend over and we go just do things. We try and do new things. Or we try and like watch new shows. Even like something as small as that.
Yeah.
A new show that we've never seen before.
Yeah.
Let's watch it all.
Yeah.
Let's get it all done. And it's like, as much as it's quality time with my partner, who I want to spend the rest of my life with, you know, that's awesome. That is the main, you know, cool thing. But also, it's experiencing new things.
Yeah.
And that's what I always want to do with my life. I never want to be, you know, living the same week over and over again. And that's not to say, like, if you are, it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's just, I think at least once a week, you should be able to go out, do something new that you've never done before. Do something that you've always wanted to try. Or, you know, try a new food. Smallest thing ever. Fucking go to a new park that you've never been to. You know? Go bike riding for one day that you've never, like, you haven't used your bike in a couple of years. Use your bike again. Something like that, dude. And it's like, I swear, it changes your fucking life. You realize you have free will again. Like, you realize for once in your life again, or once in your life, you realize for the first time, like, I have free will. And sometimes you forget about that.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many people I know that are just, like, so driven by, like, I mean, obviously paying the bills is important, but like, it's so important to do those things, but you gotta be able to like care for yourself too and live. You have so much time, and so many people get focused on like, I'm gonna retire and then I'll live life, and I just can't. I've never been able to fit with that mindset, and there's nothing wrong with that mindset. It's just I can't fit with that. That's not me. And I think there's a lot of people that force themselves to fit that mindset whenever it's not them either. And people need to realize, like, this is who I am. I want to do stuff. I want to do new things. I want to live my life now rather than later.
Yeah.
And that's not, it's individual thing, but.
That is something that you, I think we've talked about before, was like, especially doing that by pursuing like your music is what helps kind of give you that gateway to not having to just do the 9 to 5 or go to college and you know, just be what society wants us to be, you know.
Yeah, that's always the goal, you know. And I'm not saying like I don't ever want to get a 9 to 5. I actually really want a 9 to 5 because I'd love a consistent income. You know, stability is so nice. I wish someone would just hire me, you know.
It would be great.
Anyone got a corporation or something in San Antonio? But like, no, it's just. It's, you know, as much as I want that, in the end, I'm not going to sacrifice my life for a job. And I'm not going to sacrifice, you know, Inoha for fucking a stable income.
Yeah.
I think that's, as stupid as that is, like, I know that's a dumb thing for most people. Most people are like, that's stupid.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I know it's not going to, like, make me a bunch of money immediately. Hell, I don't even know for sure if it's going to make me enough money to live off of.
Yeah.
But I'm going to try my fucking hardest to make sure it does, you know? I'm going to make sure and do everything in my power to make that happen.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, then I can think about, you know, all the afters. But for now, I'm going to put my whole fucking heart and soul into making this shit work. That's what I gotta do. It's just something I have to do. It is in my fucking nature. And if I don't, then we'll go from there. Figure it out from there. I'm not worried about it right now though.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Very free. Very of a free spirit. That's so great.
Yeah, right. I'm the free spirit, you know, the hippie hair.
Yeah.
Fucking.
What a musician.
What a musician. Yeah, dude. Yeah, you'll see me on the corners later. I got you with the guitar,
Yeah.
the busking. I'll be busking in San Antonio, totally. Honestly, in the next 10 years, if that's what it has to come to, fuck it, I'm down. I don't care. That's how much I'll do this shit till I die type thing. Like, I will make it happen.
Yeah. Do you have a bucket list?
Not really.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like the bucket list has always consisted of I'm gonna do whatever makes me happy and whatever makes my people happy. People I care about, I want them to be happy all the time. So if I can, like, my goals, my bucket list is more like my goal list, like what I want to do for those people that have helped me in my life, like Jack has given me a roof to live under. You know, like that's huge.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'll ever be able to repay it in the way, like monetarily or even physically. You know, I don't know if I'll ever have my own house to give him a room in, you know.
Yeah.
But in the end, my goal is, you know, I want to be able to do that.
Yeah.
I want to be able to do that for all of my family. I want to be able to give all of them lives that they never could have dreamed of. That's always the goal. Always.
Yeah.
So I guess that's my bucket list in a sense. I want to do that before I die, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, if I do it after I die, that's cool, I guess, too. But, you know, shit, I'd hope
all
I'd be
the
able to see it.
royalties.
Yeah, you know, everyone that I love gets the money. Shit, I'm cool with that. Fuck it.
Absolutely. You know what just hit my brain right now?
Yeah.
He used to be a farm boy.
I still am.
He's still a farm boy.
I'm so fucking out of my mind. Like, I will do manual labor for the rest of my life, and that would be so cool. I don't care if I'm still that farm boy, you know. And in fact, I was doing the Elf Acre stuff, and even this year, earlier in the year, before I moved in with Jack, I was like doing odd jobs, and like, you know, cleaning up horse shit and doing all that, and like, I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
I don't care. It's not like new to me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, now I'm
I don't
like,
know why that popped up in my head.
Yeah,
It's like random facts I know about. I'm trying.
yeah, I'm trying. Farm boy, ex-farm boy.
Ex-farm boy.
It's like I'm trying when they like list the jobs I've had. Ex-farm boy, ex-Elf Acres employee,
Acres employee, full-time musician,
full-time musician,
part-time rapper.
part-time rapper. Yeah. I like the part-time rapper. I'm not a rapper. What do you mean? No.
That's sick, man. It was a pleasure doing this with you again.
Yeah, I know it's all dark as fuck.
Yeah, it's dark as hell. It's cool. This last like 10 minutes will just be edited.
All good.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Just put a picture of one of the old, like, whenever it was daylight, like a solid picture of me, and just be like, he's still talking and we're still recording, but
It
got dark. Dude, that's actually hilarious. You gotta do that.
Okay, I will.
Take it all back. I don't wanna see it this whole life done. I ain't no fun. I'ma get stacks. I don't got none.
Sick. Now we got a show to go to.